Team them down there, make sure guys are not floating out on the perimeter, coming back in to help.
All right, thanks, Coach.
You got it,
guys.
Yeah, very important. Tristan Thompson last game at halftime had at least 7 offensive rebounds. Not the case early. Attention to detail, protect the glass, and Shamet right there. He ate a lot more of that action instead of being on the opposite end, receiving the blunt of the force for the Celtics.
Boston was +9 in rebounds in their Game 3 victory. Here's Ogilvy going strong, and Claxton right there to deny him. Claxton, a young player, just his 2nd year as well. He's missed a lot of time himself with knee injuries. 2nd-year player out of Georgia, could be a factor defensively as James Harden. We haven't called his name much. It's been a lot of Kyrie and KD, but you know Harden's always.
I mean, but you know what, Harden, he may be the most important out of 3 because he sets the table for everyone else to be able to get in a position to get some high-quality shots.
Here's Claxton closing out on Fournier inside to Grant Williams, spins off Harden, and he cannot finish it. Williams able to secure his own rebound.
Yep, Pritchard.
I mean, again, you got to remember, this is the first time a lot of these guys have played in front of crowds like this, even though they've been in the league a couple of years. The bubble experience and a run to the Eastern Conference Finals was with no fans. Pritchard knocks down a 3. 41%.
Yeah, just solid. You know, he's not going to hurt his team. He'll knock in some open shots. And nice defense and deflection that time by the Celtics.
That was Fournier. Forced the steal, turnover Brooklyn, and Pritchard gives it right back. He thought he was fouled. Here's Joe Harris. Brooklyn would love to get him going a little bit.
Yeah.
On a cut to the basket, Harden throws it down.
Be setting smart play that time by Harden to dart right down the middle of the lane.
Ogilvy cannot hit a 3. Claxton pulls it down. Durant and Irving on the bench. Harden running the show right now. And he is off to a good start in this window of time. 7 points for Harden. Now Harris. Tyler Johnson rises up over Ogilvy. That's a Burger King. What's better than an Impossible Whopper? Getting a second one for just $1 now at Burger King. Marcus Smart back on the floor, 42-37. The Nets are on an 11-3 run. They have a 5-point lead. There's Langford, cannot hit. And first action of the night for Bruce Brown as he pulls down the rebound. An 11-3 Nets run. Harden with 5 of those 11. Took just 1 field goal attempt in the first quarter. Knocked down a couple of free throws in the first, and he finds Joe Harris this time, Jimmy.
Well, but that's the...
Smart, he's fouled, and Smart will go to the line for an and-one opportunity.
Pick up a foul.
Smart with 9 first-half points. Primary ball handler without Kemba Walker. Checking Brown here. Harden, now Smart switching to Harden. Boston switching everything. Makes them so difficult when they're playing good defense. They've had their problems this year defensively. Harden gets right by Fournier to a strong hand, scores with the left, and Brooklyn by 7.
Man, but the Celtics didn't look comfortable that time in that defensive possession. There was a lot of talk, but guys were out of position, and Fournier shoots it up, and that's why James Harden took his time patiently and then able to waltz right down and get an easy layup.
There goes Harden. Little sidestep, gets right by Thompson. Harden again to the basket. Brooklyn has...
Yeah, but I don't know if this a matchup zone going into a 2-3 zone right now. The communication for the Celtics the last 2 possessions hasn't been great at all.
Tatum kicks it. Langford on the take. Langford hangs. He is fouled.
The rest is when he goes out the game. Now, who do you go to score the basketball? That's the challenge with Boston.
Waves of weapons on the other end for the Nets. Brown, and Brown scores it. So the bench player out there, he gets his first basket of the game.
Brown is so valuable to what this Brooklyn Nets team does. All the little things, the dirty work.
There's Langford, and he is fouled. Brown thought he had...
How they're going to play together ultimately, you know, as they advance further into this series, and for them it's trying to get to an Eastern Conference championship and also to a championship period. So
Harden again finds Irving. Late clock here. Got to put one up. 3-pointer on its way, and good. Kyrie Irving with 15 now. That's his second made. Nets have opened up a 10-point lead, 54-44. Here's Evan Fournier. They're going to need it. They get it. Fournier is a very good shooter. He shot it at 41% this year from three-point range. Nice pickup for Boston, coming from Orlando in a trade. Averaged 13 points for the Celtics. He was up near 20 as a member of the Orlando Magic. Now Fournier trying to check James Harden. Harden goes to the right hand this time. Finishes with a left hand. Thompson late to help. Harden is abusing Boston inside.
Well, it's because you keep the court spread out. I know we talk about the isolations and want the ball to move, but that one, you know, James Harden had to lick his chops to have Fournier on him, and that time he had the space enough to get down the lane once again and finish with a layup.
Here's Tatum now with Harden on him.
Look at all the eyes on Jason Tatum though. Look, that's 4 guys right there.
Got to put one up. Fournier late in the clock. Air ball. So they corral Tatum, and the Celtics cannot get any production elsewhere.
Well, here's the isolation. Okay, where are you going to help from? Okay, it's hard for Marcus Smart